Hello guys, NautoAisDx here, and this is going to be a response to Miles923, aka Maximilian Dude, and Vesper Arcade. So the video I'm going to be responding to are Marvel vs. Capcom 4 rumor leaked. Oh boy, so excuse me. Yep, so of course, if you know what happened to the history of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and of course Disney situation, the fighting game community who are fan of the Marvel vs. Capcom series, they were asking either Capcom or Marvel if they could do Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Heck, even Justin Wong basically asked Nitsuma if there's a possibility, and of course Nitsuma basically said not likely because as of right now there's no deal with Capcom and Marvel. And also, according to Nitsuma himself, that he was moved to another division to do other games. There you go. But basically, what happened was during, I guess, Thanksgiving week, according to Mouse923 in a Neo Geo Gaf forum, some guy posted supposedly a leaked picture of Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Like, how do you know it's Marvel vs. Capcom 4, or why do you think that? Well, the picture that Miles showed was a 4. It kind of looks like a Fantastic Four, in my opinion, but a 4. Then it had the word Marvel, Capcom, and, well, PS4 2017. And then there was supposedly another leaked image that it said, celebrating almost 20 years of Marvel vs. Capcom series, which kind of weird. I have to agree with Miles because he did make a comment about that. It doesn't really make sense. But yes, 2017 is to some extent, well, if we actually more what's the word I'm looking for? More technical to it. There you go. And the reason why the word almost is that Marvel vs. Capcom for the arcade came out in October 1997. That's when it first came out, 1997. That's why they said almost 20 years, because if Marvel vs. Capcom 4 said it's real and it really released before October 2017, then you're probably gonna say, well, yeah, it is almost. But remember, Marvel vs. Capcom, the original one, was released 1997 and 2017. Then yes, you're right, it is going to be 20 years. You know, if you want to be more technical, that's probably the reason why they did that. Okay, I mean, they say, well, is it true? Is it not? And according to the guy who posted the picture, they said, oh, it is true. And the reason they said it might be, there was some answer in the PSX, which is the PlayStation Experience, is going to be coming this weekend. And they might say something about it after the Capcom Cup, which is again on, this next Sunday. So, Sunday of the weekend. So, there you go. That's the gist of what the story is. So, my personal opinion about it is it real or not? I have to say is not so likely. Because first of all, the reason why Marvel vs. Capcom 3 wasn't even a possibility, at that time, the deal was with Marvel and Capcom. So what am I getting at with this? It's more of, this is, at that time, Marvel, I think, was still a bit, to some extent, independent. They weren't, to some extent, I could be wrong, they weren't really bought out by Disney at this time. I could be wrong, but maybe the deal wasn't finalized yet, and Marvel still have a bit of control before Disney actually bought them. So that's why Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was a possibility. But now with Disney, actually now fully own the Marvel license, and this is the problem. Minus the X-Men, minus the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man's a possibility because they made a deal with Sony, and of course, to some extent, if it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive, then Spider-Man there. So will it be really called Marvel vs. Capcom 4? Or will it be Disney's Marvel vs. Capcom 4? So will it be like just Marvel without the X-Men and the Fantastic Four license? Who knows? Because it's a little bit harder now because, I mean, granted they're all Marvel, but if they have to deal with the movie license, which I probably doubt it, but I'm just throwing it out there because again, Disney doesn't own the X-Men. The Disney don't own X-Men and Fantastic Four. I mean, the movie side. Comic wise, yeah. Again, I don't know. There's a lot of. It's harder because you are dealing with a license like franchise, Marvel. So again, in my opinion, it's probably fake. I mean, this is really going to be difficult now because of all of what's going on. Can it be Disney versus Capcom? It's more likely. So you can have some Star Wars characters, some Marvel, some original Disney. Heck, Mickey Mouse versus Ryu. I know, weird, but yeah. So yeah, so in my opinion that is going to be fake. And also another opinion is, even if it's say real, am I really excited for Marvel vs. Capcom, another game? Not so much, really. I mean, I'm decided to say I know I'm going to be upsetting a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom fan, MGC or not, but I believe that it's time for them to basically let it go. I would prefer them to do Capcom versus SNK 3 or SNK versus Capcom Chaos 2. That's just my personal opinion. I think it's a better game, in my opinion, than the Marvel game. But again, that's subjective. I want to see that. I think that makes it easier because it's two video game franchise versus it's a comic and a video game franchise. So that's just really my opinion about it. So yeah, there's nothing much else to say here. Again, I don't believe this is true. And I'm not, I really want Capcom to do something SNK, maybe, or when push comes to shove, Capcom versus PlayStation, because the PlayStation's funding it. Because again, you gotta keep in mind also, as of right now, they can't make their own games. Remember that situation a long time ago in 2013, they didn't have a lot of money in the back. Yeah, they are finally making money, but it's still not to a point that they can't make their own games. Resident Evil Revelation 2 and Umbrella Corps was it's like a download game. That's why it wasn't really a full price. Resident Evil 7, on the other hand, maybe they're finally making their money. Of course, Monster Hunter, no question asked. Dead Rising 4, Xbox exclusive because Microsoft is funding it. Street Fighter 5, PlayStation exclusive because Sony's funding it. So there you go. So yeah, that's my thoughts about the rumor leak on Marvel vs. Capcom 4. I think that's fake. And I don't think they should really do another one in my personal opinion. Nothing personal. So there you go. So with that, thanks for listening. That's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.